What's up, guys? This is Ty, your awesome personal trainer. I know it's been a long time, guys, since I put up a video on this channel. In the last 2-3 years or so, I have been extremely busy trading and investing my money in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market. So that has sucked up all my time. Many of you guys may or may not know, I also run another YouTube channel called cryptocurrency.market. You can go there, check it out, www.cryptocurrency.market, and check it out, because we talk about how to create, long-term wealth, make money, and do all that stuff. Okay, so I'm making this video, guys, because I want to share with you guys, just kind of update everyone on where I've been, what I've been doing, and the mistakes I've made, the lessons I've learned. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes that I made growing up, okay, so in the fitness and the workout arena, is that when I was growing up, I was very insecure. I was a like skinny little fucking Asian kid. Kids were always, in school, they were always making fun about, how skinny I was, making jokes about Asians having small dicks and shit like that. So, it kind of pushes you, and I was bullied, by the guys around me growing up in the hood and stuff. So because of that, I was, always inspired, to figure out a way to get bigger and get stronger, and that's all I did growing up in the personal training world. I grew up, that's all I was focused on, was how to get bigger and stronger and faster so I can fight and do all that stuff, right? And when I get into those street fights and stuff. So that was the bulk of my knowledge, so I don't, in the world of training, I specialize in how to get bigger, stronger, and faster so you can whip ass. Okay, that's all I knew. Okay, and that's all I cared about growing up. Because when you grow up in the hood like I did, right, you get into fights, you get into trouble, your friends get into fights, and you have to jump in and help out and things like that. Because you run around with your homies and shit. But I stopped after I had my first heart attack, and after I had my second heart attack, and then after I had my third heart attack. Each one of those heart attacks just drained me. Okay, it just, here I am, how big and strong I was. Like, I used to deadlift 500 pounds for reps. Okay, like every week I was doing it for 3 to 5 reps easily, without a belt, without anything, without supplements, just off of beans and rice and ramen noodles. I was able to do that. Okay, me and all my friends. I had my first heart attack in 2007, and man, whoa, man, it was a struggle just to even deadlift 455 after that, right? And it really hurt, and I had a huge ego, and I'm like, man, I'm indestructible, I'm unstoppable, you can't stop me. I don't give a shit if I have a heart attack or not, and there's 4 stents in my heart. I'm gonna get back to where I was, as strong as I was before. And the reality was, it was a battle. And then when I thought that I was getting stronger, the first thing that really sucked me was that after the first heart attack was it took me forever to recover. Like before I would come out, I was in my mid-30s at that time, I could come out and just, warm up with a wheel on each side of the bar, warm up with 2 wheels on each side of the bar, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, and boom, jump right into 5 wheels on each side and start repping it out for my workouts, right, on my first set. And then when I was, after that heart attack, man, just to go from 1 wheel to 2 wheels, that would take like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Like I had to let my heart and everything just my heart rate would go up, and then I can feel that it's like, wow, my heart is working. Like I never felt that before, and now like each set that I do, I can feel it. And when I got up to warming up with 315 or 405, I would actually have to stop for like 10, 12 minutes in between sets to recover. Whereas in the past, within 2, 3, 4 minutes, I can recover from that, right? And now it's taking like 3 times as long. And then after I had my second heart attack, it was even worse, okay? Excuse me, I'm trying to get over this cold. My first heart attack was in 2007, my second heart attack was in 2012, and that took even longer to recover, okay? Now, it would take like 8 to 10 minutes between every set, every warm-up set to recover, okay? And then, by the time I had my third heart attack, right, I had to warm up on the treadmill before I can even lift weights, okay, walk, and so just all these things, I never saw it coming. Now, many of you guys know I'm a natural trainer, like a real natural trainer, like I'm not one of those dumbasses on YouTube that say that, I'm natural and shit, and they took 10 years of steroids and then now they can't afford steroids no more, or it fucked up their body and now they're claiming to be natural. I've been natural since day one, okay? But the mistake that I made was focusing on how to get bigger and stronger all the time. And if I look back now, if the thing that I would focus on, and the one thing that I would highly recommend that you guys focus on, is energy. Okay, I would focus on exercises and training that allows you to increase your energy or have prolonged energy, okay? For example, I have 2 kids now, and it sucks, man, that I used to be able to deadlift 400 or 500 pounds like it was nothing, right? And wake up the next day and do it again and work out again. And nowadays, I was at a point where I would take my son, who is 4 or 5 years old, and my daughter, okay, and man, there's a spider here. My daughter, and carry them one in each arm and just go from the first floor to the second floor. And by the time I got to the second floor, I was gasping for air, okay? And I realized how weak my cardiovascular system was. And, obviously it got weak after the heart attack, but weaker after the heart attack. But before the heart attack, I rarely did enough cardiovascular exercise to strengthen my heart and lungs. And that has been the focus in the last, I would say 2-3 years now. That's been my primary focus, is focusing on exercises and training routines that allows me to have more energy, And I used to train guys that was in their 40s and 50s, and I would see how they were so low in energy, and we would have them go and do testosterone tests and stuff, and I could see that their testosterone levels were lower than average, and I did not realize how big of a impact that it makes. Just getting older, I don't have the energy levels now in my 40s that I did when I was in my 30s, and definitely not like I did when in my 20s. And there's a lot of things that happened that I never anticipated, simply because my body was not that old yet. Now that I am 47 years old, right, there's huge things that go on in my body I just never knew that would happen, And that's the mistake that I want to share with you guys, is that many of us, when we're young, we have an ego, we want to be masculine, we want to be a tough guy. I grew up in the era of Rambo and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Chuck Norris, okay, Sylvester Stallone, Chuck Norris, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dolph Lundgren, Van Damme, right? I didn't grow up in the era of the snowflake and the millennial area and the snowflakes, right? So I grew up where you want to be big, strong, and tough, okay? But nowadays, I realize that even more important than that is having energy just to do your daily activities, Sometimes it frustrates me that I used to be able to lift all this weights and be so strong, and now I pick up my son and daughter, and I try to run around the house a few times with them, and I'm exhausted, okay? And that really bothers me, simply because I want to be able to play with my kids and wrestle with them. And right now, my 6-year-old son, probably another year or two, when he wrestles me, he'd probably whip my ass now, you know. So I don't want that, and rather have the energy than to have the strength. So that's just something that I want to share with you guys. Having energy, endurance, and things like that are significantly more important, I think, for an overall quality of life. You know, I never got into training to compete in those bullshit bodybuilding competitions, right? I like powerlifting because you can accurately determine who's the better athlete. Even though I sucked at it and I was the absolute worst powerlifter on the planet at that time when I was trying to compete. So that's those are the things that I want to share with you guys, so that you guys put your focus on the right things that matters, that improves the quality of your life. Okay, I've always worked out so that I can look better, feel better, and just be stronger overall in my life. But there's no point in being able to deadlift 500 pounds and then not be able to pick up your son and daughter and wrestle with them or run around the house and play with them, okay? So just keep those things in mind, guys. Just my personal opinion. Maybe your goals and your personal opinions are different, but if I had to do it all over again and start all over again, I started training when I was 18 years old, and if I had to do it all over again, I would focus more on stuff that allows me to be, 1, more energetic, 2, have more endurance, and 3, be more flexible, okay? Some of the times when I'm wrestling with my kids, you know, it hurts just to even like roll backwards and shit, okay? So the other thing I wanted to share with you guys is that I have not, obviously I have not made videos for this channel in a while, and I was kind of shocked that people still subscribe to it, okay? So apparently the videos that I made before are still timeless and evergreen and still benefits people, which is what I did it for. And the other thing that I noticed too when I started logging back into my sports training channel here was that I noticed that I started to just do a quick research, spend a few minutes just to see how the fitness industry has panned out on YouTube. And I realized that all the juice heads, all the guys that were lying to everybody about, that they were natural and they were not taking steroids, they've all been busted now by other YouTubers. And now the trend is going back to what people are really believing now is the natural trainers and the natural people. And so that was like one of the reasons why another reason why I stopped making the videos is because I've trained thousands of people in my life, and I know how much muscle someone can gain, how much fat somebody can lose, how much endurance they can acquire, how fast they can get, how strong they can get naturally. And to me, it was like fighting an uphill battle to try to help people on YouTube with their workout and their training, because you got all these fucking dumbass steroid heads, right? Like Kai Green, like all these bodybuilders, like Ronnie Coleman, and just the whole bodybuilding general community. I don't believe any of those cocksuckers, I don't believe any one of them know how to train people to get bigger muscles and stronger muscles. And I'll say that till the day I die, okay? The reason why is because those guys are not trainers. Those guys are fucking, walking chemical labs. Now, are they good at knowing how to mix different chemicals and different drugs to grow and swell up their body? Oh, absolutely, I have no respect for any of those cocksuckers, because they're lying to people out there. They're lying to young kids. They're lying to people. The only guy that I respect out there that's on steroids was Rich Piana. That was the only guy that I respected. That was the only, bodybuilder that I respected out there, because he, openly admitted that he was doing it. And I have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with steroids. I have a problem when somebody's taking it, thousands of dollars worth of steroids every fucking month, and they're lying to people out there. They're lying to their viewers. They're lying to their audience that they're not. Okay, and I'm glad that all those cocksuckers are busted and they've been called out for it, I just didn't have time to do that stupid shit, rather move on and worry about making money instead, right? So that's why I kind of, I made a lot of the exercises that during my research that I found that worked. You know, the best exercises to help you grow your chest, the best exercises to grow your shoulders. I've already made all those videos, right, on my channel, so you can go back and look at it. You know, how to just pretty much everything that you need. I don't know what other videos to make. Now, I might start making some videos just on some long-term strategy and things that I've learned over the years, right, and make some videos on helping other trainers know how to train people and stuff. I might do that. But as far as like the actual exercises to do, you guys have already seen it on my channel, right? It's already on there. Just go search for it and do it, right? The other thing too is that I'm glad that the YouTube fitness industry has finally cleaned up. You know, I haven't looked at anything lately in the last few years, but now that I did a quick search on it, I realized that it's been cleaned up a lot. All those fake ass, you know, bodybuilders, right? Those guys, they know how to use drugs, but they actually don't know how to train people. They've never actually trained someone to do what they do. And I never pay attention to anybody that claims to do something, but they have not been able to train somebody else to do it. Like I claim that I can, you know, lift 400 or 500 pounds, and you can see testimonials on my channel where I train clients at Gold's Gym to do it when I was there, when I was a personal trainer there. So it's not like I'm talking out my ass, you know. You know, it cracks me up that these guys, they sell these bullshit supplements and they promote these bullshit supplements. And I'm gonna, till the day I die, I'm gonna still call supplements a bunch of fucking bullshit. That shit was illegal, guys. Supplements were illegal in the US, okay, up until 1993. That's when it was made legal, okay? So whenever you guys hear me talk about, you know, that I don't support supplements, right? Food supplements, that's the reason why. You know, there's no fucking testing on it. There's no, you know, analysis. They don't have to report to anybody. You know, they made that bullshit law in the U.S. From Utah by the congressman named Orrin Hatch to make it legal, so that because his state produces more supplements, they manufacture more supplements than anybody else, and they lobbied to make it legal just so that they can make a shit ton of money. But that doesn't mean that that's good for the human body, okay? I believe that anything that you need for the human body, it's out there. You know, Mother Nature already made foods that have those ingredients in it, and you just gotta understand and learn which foods to eat to get the supplements, the vitamins and the minerals that you need, okay? So I don't believe in none of that bullshit, okay? So I just wanted to make this video, kind of update you guys where I've been and what I've been up to. And if you have any questions or any suggestions for videos that you'd like to see me make, one of the things that I noticed over the years is, for some reason, my rehab videos are very, very popular. My injury prevention and injury rehab, like the videos I made on how to rehab your hand and things like that, and your knees, like, and your rotator cuff, things like that. I'm actually shocked at how many emails and how many messages I get from people, especially the videos I made about how to rehab your hand after a boxer's fracture, after you break your hand from punching someone, right? I'm really shocked. I get tons and tons of video messages thanking me on that. So if there's a specific workout, rehab, training video, speed training, you know, any kind of video that you guys want to see, just leave it in the comments below this video, and then I'll make it for you guys. All right. So just want to share this quick update with you guys, and then I'll see you guys in a future video. Thanks, guys.